Two games that are similar, Wuchang and Pi, they're both like Dark Souls clones that are heavily programmed. How to explain? Well, people said this game is good. They said it's like not great or groundbreaking, but it's solid and smooth, smooth programming, smooth battles. So I don't know. It's not great or groundbreaking, but it's a solid game. They say. It doesn't reinvent anything, but it's a well programmed game. Well, the problem is there's better games out there like Ghost of Yotei, slightly better. So it's like a low budget Ghost of Yotei, basically, with like Dark Souls. So it's like not as good as those games because those games are more groundbreaking. But this is a solid like B title. It's not a triple A title, but it's a solid like I don't know what I'll call a B title. Well, like if you're talking about Fish, the band Fish, and then the other bands are like I don't know, Humphreys McGee, String Cheese Incident, Widespread Panic, Lotus, all the sub B bands to me. I mean, maybe people are saying Widespread's better than those guys. Maybe give them more of a chance, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I mean this is maybe you like this more than Dark Souls. You know what I mean? Who can say that? Actually, I don't think I played this before. I thought I did, but now that I'm playing it, I don't remember this. It's this is just like Lies of Pi. It's a Dark Souls clone. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world being a clone of a great game. But the problem is the great game was groundbreaking, and these guys are copycats. Still, it looks really beautiful. The grass, the trees look really nice. Yeah, the graphics on this are nice. It plays pretty smooth.
back at last.
You know me? Why am I here?
I came upon you in a brooklet some days past. You lay passed out due to the feathering. I moved you to the cave to recuperate.
The feathering?
I see. No, you're not. A man-eating fiend attacked Worship's Rise 6 moons ago, spreading unthinkable horrors, after which many bore feathers on their bodies. A malady unlike any other, without hope of a cure. I found this silk manuscript on your person. Here, take it. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then. My Taoist name is Xuanyang, sir. I came here to help, to treat the feathering outbreak in Worship's Rise. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then. This is the reverent temple. Those afflicted have sought refuge here. This temple was used by Buddhists. It was after the abbot fled that I took on the role of guardian for the sanctuary. Thanks to the officials, we have barely managed to keep this place secure. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak then. You are experiencing early signs of the feathering. The afflicted slowly lose their memories. If left unchecked and untreated, the disease will rob them of their humanity entirely. It begins in the limbs, sprouting feathers. Then comes the dislocation of the joints, leading finally to a monstrous transformation. Most victims endure unbearable agony. Judging by how you look, you should count yourself lucky. Your memory loss, while troubling, is a far gentler fate. You may not be able to recall, but the silk manuscript you were carrying mentions that you have a companion. From what I gathered when I rescued you, it seems you were separated during an attack. That Lu Hongliu is merciless. I dread the worst for your companion. Now that you have contracted this disease and have those blue feathers on your arm, others may mistake you for a monster and strike you down on sight. For now, it is safer to remain in the temple and rest, at least with the soldiers present. Now that you have...
So I have some disease that's going to turn me into a monster. Similar to Dark Souls, the afflicted one.
You're not from around here, are you? My brother, but now my brother's. But you're heading to town. I don't know if you tell her. I'll come back.
I think the problem is that a lot of people wrestle with is that, like, when you're playing this game, it's like they set out to. It's like a bunch of people that were sitting around and they said, "Let's make a game like Dark Souls.
Now that you have contracted this disease,
Let's make a game like Dark Souls." And then they made this game, and Lies of Pi, and even Nioh. So it's kind of like,
for now, it is safer to...
can you come up with your own idea? You know what I mean? Like, although there's lots of similar genre and games and that I like. You don't want to be overly critical. I mean, if it's a good game, it's a good game. You don't necessarily, like, every game doesn't have to reinvent the wheel, you know. There's some games are just good RPGs, and Dark Souls, you like it or not, it's a genre that got created, and people are copying it.
You're awake.
Like the Final Fantasy formula is kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons formula, and that's kind of been rehashed, but people do different, like, takes on it. It's not always exactly the same.
The feathering's a nasty curse. Even the Taoist doesn't have a cure for it. With your skills, maybe you should check out the Shoe Sanctum.
My ex-girlfriend used to complain that I wouldn't pay attention to what they're saying in the game, and then
with your skills,
I wouldn't know later.
Maybe you should check out the Shoe Sanctum. There could be something there to hold. If you find anything that could help at the Sanctum.
But I still beat the game by following the map. I mean, you don't always need to know the plot. You're just going from point A to point B and kicking whatever's in your way's ass. You know what I mean?
Most people have to be carried out of the Reverend Temple. You, though, you get to walk out on your own. Xuan Yangzi may be harsh with his words. Some of the worship's rise folk came here, fleeing. But they didn't stay long. They rushed back out, unaware of how dangerous the world truly is.
Well, and the problem is, too, with my disability, I get really tired. Like, it's like, oh shit, I just have to turn the game off and go to bed, dude. I can't help it. And when I applied for disability, I told them, I said, I can't even play video games like I used to. I used to play in 4 hours intervals. Now I play for 10 minutes, so I gotta turn it off. I'm too tired, man. It sucks.
Come by. This is no ordinary treasure. Oh, but don't worry. I won't be tempted to take it for myself. This place is no... I can trade with you, of course. Some thieves from Annalum stole my family's heir. You can find Annalum by taking the side entrance from the stage at Worship's Rise, then crossing a long bridge. Once you've retrieved the painting, meet me at the Shoe Sanctum. I'll have a... You can find Anna once you've retrieved the painting.
With your skills, if you find anything that could help at the sanctum.
As much as I keep saying this is a Dark clone, I like this game. It's pretty cool. Especially, you know, for free at the, not for free, but as it was a monthly game, and this was, yeah, it was for $79 a month. This was one of the free games, so this was a good one. Not free, but this was one of the monthly games.
She's hot. I don't know.
So, I mean, I spent $79 for the year, and at least I get to play this, right? No, I mean, it's like I got my money worth, man. I play in this and Lies of Pi and Madden.
Well, look who's back. Feeling lost, are we? We are both one now. About the power in your left arm. If you don't believe me, eh? How about I introduce you to someone worthy? Don't call me cruel. You know how it goes. No sweet dreams without crushing a few nightmares first.
I didn't expect that. Was he taking me to a place?
The belt pinwheel.
That was really lame. A tutorial to hit R1 and R2, which we've already been doing on level 1. Oh, that's some crazy difficulty spike. So we're like in this relatively easy area, and then suddenly this boss is fucking shredding our ass, dude. This is like they all are the same, dude. All these games are the same exact thing. They fucking kick your ass, and then it's just like actually like even though I like this game, they're all the same, and that's why I quit playing. It gets annoying when it's like, dude, you can't come up with anything different. You've got to literally like copy the exact fucking Demon Souls, not that you're calling it red fucking. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna have a boss that will kick your ass terribly. And these guys, you just tap R1, it's easy. So now suddenly you're fighting a boss that takes 35 minutes. You know what I mean?
Judgment falls!
That's more of an acceptable difficulty spike. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, so basically I want the boss to only be slightly more difficult than everything else. I don't want the boss to be like insanely more difficult. It should just be like basically maybe twice as hard to 4 times as hard. Not 100 times as hard. Well, I know they do that on purpose to like set tone, let you know there's a tough boss ahead. But still, like it made me quit playing Nioh, like, 'cause I like was liking Nioh, but then the boss is like dodge for 20 minutes, hit once. Well, let's go forward, man. Quit going through this area over and over again. That's the other thing with these games. They're very repetitive. You like kill the same guys over and over again. So it's like good for 5 minutes, and then you're like, oh, now I'm stuck here for like 4 hours. It's not so great anymore. You know what I mean?
Wuchang, over here. Your arm. What's happened to it? It's me, He Yuzai. You wrote to me about searching Worship's Rise for clues about Bar Yu.
I don't mean the general, but like when you're in like the same like 4 rooms, you know what I mean?
Bar Yu, your sister. We came here to find clues. For your arm. The old boat, they say it leads to memory loss. And worse, it ultimately turns one into a man-eating monster. Fortunately, you can still speak for now. Take this. I'll counsel my friend, the old boatman. He may know a cure. I scouted the Shoe Sanctum a few days past. Aside from a deranged towers to the entrance, it seems safe. Rest there and search for clues. See the Lights End Temple? The way to the Shoe Sanctum lies beside it. But the bridge has collapsed. You will need to find a way around. But be careful. If anyone sees those feathers, they'll definitely strike first and ask questions later. If you encounter danger, don't fight. I'll follow your trail and find you. Oh, and take this. This bamboo lantern. I found it nearby. Hard to believe such craftsmanship still lingers here. It's a reminder of how vibrant this town was. The fireflies inside, they seem to glow endlessly. A useful light for your path. I've tested it personally. With this, you'll have both hands free for weapons. Since we got separated, many of the Imperial Guards have been sneaking around the Tang Emperor's palace. The refugees say the place has already been ransacked by rebels. Something's not right. I will track down the boatman, and we'll meet at the palace. I'll leave marks, pinwheels, along the path. Follow them, and you'll find me.
It's a nice twist that like I'm the bad guy, I'm the monster. Can I just play the fucking game, dude? I don't want to do a tutorial every 5 fucking steps. I don't want to put an amulet in my fucking sword. Listen, I'm gonna start creating games that are gonna fucking blow everyone away, dude. And be, like, actually original, man. Here, I'll tell you my idea, because no one listening anyway. Everything that you can do in the game, you can do at the very beginning. Like, you have all the tools at your disposal as soon as you start the game. There's no fucking upgrade, there's no learning curve, there's no tutorial every fucking 5 steps. You just fucking go. Into the world you go. It's like, everything is fucking simple. There'll be like a little menu on the side. You know, jump, climb, magic, interact. You'll find better armor and stuff. It's like maybe people like doing that. Maybe they like collecting things in the world and upgrading their weapons, and I prefer, like, to me that's cheap, dude. It's like just cheap game mechanics. I'd rather see just like a better game, good animations, well animated, like Final Fantasy, man. They don't bog you down with I mean, it is a heavy tutorials all the way through, but like every scene is well animated. And they take each care with every scene. They don't just bloat the game with items and level up your weapon. I mean, I don't know why I'm bitching about it. It's just well, just because every time I start to enjoy this game, they give me some tutorial to learn something else that I'm not that interested in. It actually just makes me want to turn the game off. Because I'm like, dude, I can't get into the flow. You're tutorialing me every fucking 5 seconds, dude. I can't even walk. We just make a good game instead of worrying about collecting a gemstone to put in your sword. You know what I mean? The other thing is it's 100 degrees. I'm probably fucking aggravated right now. I just want to play. I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn a complicated gaming system. And the other thing is, they give you this, like, complicated bullshit, and it's just this linear fucking path, man. It's not like there's a whole bunch of places to go, dude. So that's what I mean. Instead of worrying about red fucking blueberry sprout, let's fucking make the enemies better. Let's make the battles more interactive and more fucking engaging. You know, this game reminds me of a game that, like, AI would make, that you would, like, type into AI a prompt, Make me a game that's like Dark Souls. And this is what it would do, man. Yay, I could teleport back to the other place. Woo! No, I don't want to reset the state of the world. What difference does it make? Because I don't want to go back. Yay, more Dark Souls mechanics. Woo! Yay, exactly like Dark Souls. Woo! Now you could go back and fight everyone over again. Yay! How great. Awesome. Just like Dark Souls. Well, you could see how excited I am when it dawns on me that this cool and interesting landscape I'm going to be walking back and forth for hours. Like I just thought it was getting interesting and I was like heading places. And now I've got to go backwards. Down this really long ladder. To fight the same enemies I just fought a second ago. Alright, maybe this is a new place. Well, no, that was a decent tutorial, man. Just a triangle to cast a spell. There you go, nice and simple. I tried to cast the spell, it didn't do anything. He fucking chomped on my head. Did you really have to stop and make me read that fucking paragraph to explain the mechanic that every fucking game has? Guess what? You've been hitting R1 for fucking the whole time. Now you can hard hit R1 again. Here's a paragraph. Let's stop the game and make you read a fucking paragraph. R1, yay! I guess I should have read because I didn't do it. I didn't read it and I got mad and because I would have liked a more interactive tutorial that you walk to the edge and it just flashes the button that you do. Not that you have to stop and read, dude. The fucking 2 paragraphs. Well, because it stops the flow of the game. I'm like enjoying, and then it just stops and puts up this fucking screen, dude. It should be like more of a subtle flash, man. Like, now it'll be an extremely hard boss. It's fucking impossible. Take a half an hour to fight. Exactly like Demon Souls.
This is for you. Oh, don't be so weak now. Take this. Take this.
Hey, good. It wasn't a difficulty spike. It was. Hey, I enjoyed the. It wasn't a big difficulty spike, so good job, guys, on that. Well, actually, that's what I read about. They said this game flows pretty good. They don't have a lot of difficulty spikes. And this game doesn't rank like a 10 out of 10 or even a 9, but it's a 7 out of 10. Not a 6, like Alex is like a 7. So they said it has a good flow, and that did have a good flow to it because like the boss wasn't insanely more difficult. It was basically like everyone else, but a little bit longer. So that was nice. Honestly, if I had died a bunch of times, I would have turned it off. So I'm glad that boss was only slightly. I'm glad the boss was kind of easy. That's why they say fallen feathers, because you have feathers growing out of your arm, and then when you're fallen feathers. Alright, well, this game was fun. It's keeping me interested. So let's play one more time until one more death. This game's pretty good. I don't know. I didn't get all the tutorials down, but this game is pretty good. Like, I think it's accurate. 7 out of 10 seems accurate. It's good, but I could still, like, turn against it. I'm not... Not great. They gave it more of a chance, though. Seems repetitive. I think I'm missing something. You wonder why I died right here. Let me go up to safety and we're gonna go get Crimson Desert in a minute, but I want to find a good save point, man. I hope Crimson Desert isn't the Dark Souls clone. This game's getting a lot of good reviews, so I'm excited to go try it. Yeah, we're gonna try Crimson Desert next.